I am so excited for this vlog because I love being an amateur at things. And so we're gonna start today being an amateur, being not good at something, and we're also gonna see how much patience my husband has with me. So a little bit of background, I've been doing pageants since I was 9 years old. I'm now a full-time pageant coach and full-time mom to this little cutie over here. But I would hope that since it's my job and I've been doing it for so long, I'm really good at pageants. So I spend all day doing that. It's really fun to break out of the norm, do things that I'm not good at, to A, humble myself, B, keep challenging myself, and just try new things. I love trying new things. So we're gonna do that today, and we are going golfing. Now, I've wanted to do golf for a really long time, but let me clarify. Okay, I have wanted to wear the outfits that people wear in golf for a really long time. My husband played golf from his entire life as he comes out from QT, but he's played golf his entire life and then kind of like let it go as an adult. And now he's getting back into it because he's gonna be coaching me on it. And we're gonna see how much patience he has with me. He scoffs as he came in, but he's always done it. And I've always thought the outfits are cute, but then I started watching.
That's why you're gonna do it. You know, not a bad reason.
Not a bad reason. But then I started watching Full Swing, and I wanted things that Brandon and I could do together, Brandon, James and I could do together. So there's a whole lot of reasons that we're trying this today. But first, ooh, Nami. Thank you. We will have QT hot dogs. And it's called being classy.
Keeping it high class over here.
We go play golf, and then, well, beforehand, we eat QT hot dogs. It's gonna be a fun time today. We're going to a driving range in Alpharetta that we saw on the side of the road, and it looked promising. So let's see what happens. So the question we're currently having is, who decided to come up with hot dogs?
Mm-hmm. Who determined what foods and plants are edible? Because like back in the day, someone said, that tree, let's see what we can eat off of it. Let's try the bark, let's try the leaves, let's try the fruit. Sometimes it killed them, sometimes it didn't. You don't really know until you try it. So someone literally took one for the team. Keep going. Yeah. It'll be alright. You always look at the ball. All the way through. In full swing, you always keep it down. It's fine if you hit it. That's what it's there for. Tiger Woods.
Oh, there's stars in my eyes. I can't see which way is right, but oh
yeah, Dad's a champion. Dad's a champion.
Doing
Doing very well. His first time playing golf. He's also learning through osmosis. He believes that you need to think through the process, which is what he's currently doing. He's been learning so much, he's just exhausted.
You got
by
that?
the way, there's the tall problem again. This was in the last video too. Okay, we are back from our first time, well, my first time playing golf and not just putt-putt. So on a scale of 1 being never play again, and 10 being she's Scotty Scheffler. Which one? Obviously 10's right.
Obviously 10. She's Scotty Scheffler in the making. So.
But which, if you really had to give me a rating, like 1 to 10, like honest rating, not like puff me up, feel good rating. Because I want to have room for growth. 1 to 10, Scotty Scheffler. Maybe we should just be like 1
for
to
her first time, she was doing pretty good. She was figuring it out, learning quick, took feedback, learned to adjust it. You know, for not having all the videos of the swings and stuff, she was doing really well, starting to make good contact, figure out the right way to swing it, the motions and all, so a good first step. It was gonna be fun to get her back out there again.
Okay, so 1 to 10 now. I need it so I can keep moving up. Don't just inflate a number. Like, I would not get my feelings hurt if you said 2. Like, actually give me a number so I can get better.
I wouldn't say 2, but for never having played golf.
The best we got is Sherwood Forest putt-putt in Conyers, Georgia. It's okay to be tough, and you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Maybe Scotty Scheffler as a 10 is like a big range.
I mean, if Scotty Scheffler's a 10, then that's, you know.
Then Amanda's a 1.
Then we're all at 2s.
Say 1, 2 could actually play a whole round. As 10 is could play a round and not be like the worst thing ever. So 1, she's the worst, never play again. 10 is could play around. A 2 might hurt here.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Maybe like a what?
5.
Okay,
maybe?
I was gonna say a 3.
Yeah, somewhere 4 or 5, somewhere in there.
I'll take 4. I don't know how to aim yet, so that is a problem.
So just the distance, my only hesitation is the distance isn't there yet, but that will come with hitting it harder and getting it confidence on the swing and how to feel, because she was getting it up in the air. It wasn't like it was all just topped, you know, or another golf slang term, worm burners. It weren't just going straight across the ground. She was starting to get some air on it, getting the typical golf flight.
I'll take
For the
4.
first time of never playing, that was pretty solid. She was starting to make some good contact by the end of it. And golf isn't one of those things you can just pick up the first time and suddenly go play 18 holes and expect to, you know, do well.
No, I grew up playing soccer, and I was like, soccer is significantly easier than golf. That's all I've got to say.
Golf takes a lot of hours of practice.
There's so
and
much
lessons.
moving. Everything's moving.
Your whole body has to be in sync. Your whole swing, your head, all the way, literally your head to everything down to your toes has to be lined up and doing it right in order for you to get the right swing and hit the ball precisely how it needs to be. So it takes a lot of time to get there. So for having her first time, she did well.
And the place that we went to is only $17 for a big bucket, and we played for...
Yeah, we had 2 buckets, so about 3.5 hours. So
that was fun.
That was a good time.
Good time.
Yeah.
And now, because one of my personality flaws is when I think I like something, I go all in. So now we're gonna go to the golf store and see what they have to offer. I need a hat. I understood today why people wear hats, or visors. Yeah. A lot of the girls I saw wore visors. While I'm talking about golf, let me show you guys this thing that I got from a place called Posh Tots. Actually, you know what? You're gonna see this too. Who had a like master's collection, and obviously James is gonna be Scotty Scheffler. So look at this. Are you ready?
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that so cute? How precious is that? It wasn't badly priced either. It was $37, and it's a cute little bubble for him to wear. You know what? Let me show you also what I got from Avon Live, which has nothing to do with golf, but this will be like a weekend in a life with us. So I love Avon Live. They have such pretty girly options for literally everything. For those of you who don't know, we actually used to run an online boutique, and I loved it. It was so much fun. However, we did not have the time for it, and I think that I'm better at other things. But I so respect people who have boutiques because it is a hustle. And this girl who runs Avon Live, her name's Avery, and she's just so precious. This, and then I think I might wear it for uniform.
Nice.
They're nice little tweed fabric. And then the buttons have rhinestones on them. And then I got this dress because I'm a boy mom. So.
Yeah, you're a boy mom.
Yeah. Look how cute this is. Don't leave yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cute. I love the blue floral design. You know, it's really just a shame that Carter's is next to the Golf Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's just, it's weird how that happens. It is funny because I had no idea how much or how sore I would be. Yeah. My body hurts.
Take it out of you.
Yeah, we're gonna get gloves at Golf Galaxy, and if they have anything pink, because Brandon was really wanting some pink.
Absolutely. You know, you gotta rock these pink pants. You know, you need a pink hat to go with it.
Hey, listen, these pink pants, they're fleece lined, which was great for today. I'll link them there on Amazon. I have like a few colors, and they actually fit again postpartum. But we're gonna go get some gloves, and then James always needs clothes. This is sore. The forearm is really sore. My wrist is fine. Right here hurts. Is that normal? Or am I doing it wrong?
Probably doing it wrong. I was running that earlier.
Yeah,
it
hurts
wasn't
right
right.
here.
And then it's just also just building it up. Once you start doing it, you'll build it up and it won't be as bad.
This doesn't hurt as bad. It's literally right here in the forearms.
Price you pay to be a professional golfer.
The price I pay. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Let's go see if there's any clothes for James, who did not want to eat and stay on his schedule.
Or sleep.
Yeah. So when we were at golf, he didn't want to sleep, and then when we're home, he wanted to sleep and not eat and stay on his schedule, which we're trying to, because earlier this week he actually slept for 4 hours, which was the longest he's ever slept, which was amazing, because it's a whole thing. We'll talk about it a different time. But now he's doing a lot better, and we need to get back on that schedule. And I need to convince Brandon that he needs more clothes, because does he need them? You know, needs an interesting word.
Did you get that in the background?
Wait, what? Were you being rude?
No, I nearly fell over.
I'll have to, when I go back and edit it, I'm gonna check. Needs a loose word. Need want? Yes.
I feel the sun on my face, it's a brand new day, and it's telling me it'll all be okay. All the clouds and the rain, that's of yesterday. Yeah, I'm telling you, it'll all be okay. It's a good day. It's a good day.
We get very spoiled because this Carter's store is one of their like...
It's their flagship since their headquarters is not far from here, so they carry all sorts of awesome stuff.
Yeah, I think they said too, they do a few things that other stores wouldn't get as like a test.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's so beautiful just in Buckhead today. Man, it's so nice. Brandon is living.
So the tightest one's $265.
I personally like this little lavender one. It would look so cute with my outfit today. I also kind of like this one because it's a boy mom one. My husband bougie since when? I love that whenever I put the camera on, there's like to get me and then I personally like these little golf balls that have the pink splatters on them. These are cool too because they have these like matte pink ones. I really like those. This stuff is so cute. Go ahead. Oh my gosh.
So on the full swing, when they were talking the Ryder Cup, they were using the For All brand.
This is so cute. I literally feel like I've unlocked a whole new level of fashion and style. Look at the little blue outfit. Look how nice that is. That's swank.
That was G4, yeah.
That's swank. I love that. Good morning. I wanted to show everyone what we got at Carter's and Golf Galaxy yesterday. Since I'm basically on the LPGA now, I have to have a tire. Today's gonna be a really fun day, but first we're gonna do this. One of my favorite things about Carter's is that they have adorable options that are also affordable, and you can always catch a really good sale, but they actually have like classy options, not just dinosaurs. We love dinosaurs for little boys, but they also have like other options as well. I would say a lot of this stuff is Carter's actually. Brandon says as well. Okay, So first we're gonna start with the steel, which were these little pantalones, which James obviously loves. And they were originally $14, and we literally got them for $2 yesterday. So I thought this would be really cute just over one of his onesies with a pair of shoes to dress it up just a little bit. This is my all-time favorite sleeper for him. Brandon's parents got the same style when he was first born in preemie, but now we are a newborn and we are growing up. We are a big guy. Look how cute this is. So we got this, and then we thought that he needed some shoes to go with them. So we got him these little tennis shoes. So if he's going for a casual look, he can put the little tennis shoes with it. Or if he says, I'm a proper boy, he has these little, I suppose, Brandon, would you call these loafers?
Yeah.
I'm not as
I can give you penny loafers, but they're definitely loafers.
I'm not as familiar with little boy shoes as I am girl shoes. So they're little penny loafers to go with this. The camera's not picking it up. It's really like a tomato red color. And then obviously in case he needs to put something in his pockets, it has little pockets as well. And then this was the other steal because this has 3 pieces on it and it was $7. So it's got this cute little jacket and then a pair of pantalones and then the long sleeve onesie to go under it, so that all together he has this little outfit, and he has a pair of brown shoes that I thought would look really nice because they have the little bear on it as well. So that was James's haul. And then what I got at Golf Galaxy was a cute little visor from Calia, which is Carrie Underwood's brand. So cute. And then Brandon got the Soft the Stay Soft the Stay Soft gloves. He has a glove, but I guess this is just new.
Well, that one was falling apart.
Gotcha. I mean, the other one was what, 20 years old?
Yeah. And it was worn.
Yeah, so he got a new one. And then I got this really pretty pink one that I love so much. So that's what we got last night. And then today we're gonna go to the PGA Superstore. Where else are we going? Lowe's to look at some plants.
And TBD.
And TBD, which is my favorite location of all. And this is our little guy who is currently milk drunk and his good looking dad. James, are we gonna go have so much fun today?
He's like, I am having fun. This is the best kind of fun.
And then we have this little pair of shoes on that doesn't totally match, but we're gonna go with it because the brown ones don't fit yet. And then toe beans. He said, I like your hair. You look beautiful today. And I was like, oh, thanks. It's my first time ever doing it like this. And what did you say?
What do you mean you've never worn it like this? You've worn ponytails like this all the time.
But the girls will understand, Brandon. It's all slicked back. So I look a little bit like an egg. But it's like a slicked back pony.
Well, I like your egg.
It's slick. I'm a high quality, one of those overpriced eggs.
Yeah, you are. You're high demand right now.
You could make some good money off me. Yeah, this is, you don't notice I've never worn it like that?
No. I mean, I knew you slicked it back, but I didn't know that that was like a special occurrence.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
People have been doing that for eons.
But I haven't, because I look like...
You look great. With the same cheeks that little James has.
The girls will understand there's such a difference. Monsieur! It is time to get out. Hi, Monsieur.
Thanks, sir.
Look how cute he is.
He's like a little skater dude.
He's so cute. You could put hyacinth at the front of the house. It kind of looks like asparagus.
They're resistant.
You're like, I love hyacinth. Isn't that nice? It's called Perfume Delight. Full sun.
Oh, well, that will crush it. And we don't have one of these.
Yeah, it's really nice. How much are they?
That...
So nice. Is it deer resistant?
No.
Oh, it's a cut rose. You don't know what that means. You can like cut them and like, it's a cut rose.
Probably not, but...
Oh, it says grow 3 together. So we need to find one that doesn't have all the blooms already, bloomed.
Like,
that's one of the ones I was looking at. It's funny you said that.
This baby's got some freaking thorns on him, though.
Yeah, I know. Apparently they make gloves that you can get that you just, Woody was talking about it.
Jeez almighty.
I genuinely feel like the second the weather starts to get nice, my personality comes back. I just get so happy with all the flowers. This is a better look too at my hair that apparently Brandon sees no difference in. The girls will get it. What did you do with your hair today, Brandon?
I got up, I washed it, fixed it, and then put a hat on it, because that's how we roll.
Not everyone can be as perfect as Brandon. James, the real question is, how did you do your hair this morning? He said, I went for the Moreno look. I was trying to see if I had a picture just to confirm. That's rude. It's not like, Brandon, sit down. We decided to come home and feed Monsieur, and I just can't get over how grown he looks. My big guy. It's definitely feeding time. Sometimes it's easier to just come home, feed him, change him, get him real happy, and then we can go back out. The shoes! Hi. Daddy's gonna come in, he's gonna feed you, Mama's gonna clean up. Hi. Hi. Oh yeah. Let's go, Pipsqueak. This is Dad's dream come true, you loving golf.
And you loving golf.
Well, I'm working on loving. I love the idea of golf. And I had a good time yesterday. Brandon just had me try one of these, and it's a very good thing we didn't go to the range today because that was painful. Brandon's like, flip hard. What did you say, flip harder? It's a hard flip. And I was like, well, it's not gonna hard flip today because that hurts tremendously. Tell me why I did not know that Lily was here as well. She has a sport and a golf collection? Stop it. The white skirt with the blue?
Oh yeah.
This is so precious. The way these would look so cute with my current outfit. Okay, so you could wear these. Bow, obviously. It's such a vibe. That would actually look so cute. It is now officially the next day. Welcome. I need to be better at ending the day, different portions of the vlog. But it's about 3 o'clock, daylight savings just happened. James just went down for a nap, which means that I have my time now and I need to occupy my time doing other things. I think one of the hardest parts of, well, there's a lot of hard parts of being a new mom, including this stain on my new sweatshirt from Target, which I love. We were sitting there, we were snuggling, and then all of a sudden, bleh, all over my top. So you know what, that's relatable mom life and content, so here we are. But one of the hardest parts I was gonna tell you about, not this, was that when you put them down for a nap or they go to sleep, you miss them a lot. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm gonna occupy myself because it's the weekend. I'm trying not to answer any actual work emails, just do mom and wife things. So here we are. So all of these are James's preemie clothes. He was so small. Looking back at these, he was just like itty bitty. So our plan now is to pack up all of his preemie clothes and put them into storage in hopes that, you know, we don't have to use preemie again, but we want to be able to store them away, keep them as keepsakes, and then if we decide to have another kid, we've got clothes, which, like I said, hopefully are not preemie size. So Brandon got these hefty storage slider bags. These are the 2.5 gallon ones. He was very specific, didn't want the 2 gallon, wanted 2.5. So my plan is to put all of these into here in a nice little folding way. So that way we can just put them away. So we're gonna do a little fast motion and Taylor Swift on my side while we pack these away. Better than I deserve. Financial tips with Brandon. Today in class,
You got the most beautiful wife in the world.
Brandon's going to be educating us on the difference between this hair and yesterday's hair. Do you know the difference?
Looks exactly the same.
Amazing. He's gonna educate us on 3 things that he's doing to make sure that James has a strong financial future. Go for it.
Absolutely. So like most parents, we're all like, hey, how are we gonna pay for this kid? College is coming, school tuition, cars, etc. So we've started, like a lot of people recommend, get a 529 college plan. They're tax-free, as it grows and is used for educational purposes only. That can either be K-12 tuition or college tuition is primarily, you know, what we're using it for is using it for college. Every state offers one, just about every state offers one. If not, you can get one in another state, like we're in Georgia. I think ours is technically through Nevada. Some states offer a little bit of a tax deduction, tax write-off for your contributions. In Georgia, it's minimal, so I didn't really care, but some people may matter more. And just look at the options. Georgia's only had 5 or 6 options. The ones through Nevada gave me like 30 different options of funds of which I could invest in. All have very different risk profiles, returns. So you gotta pick something to pick your needs. Me, I'm pretty accepting of risk. I want high growth, planning for the long haul. I mean, obviously you do it as soon as, ideally you would do it as soon as he gets born, which in our scenario we set up about as soon as we could. And you know, you're planning 18, 19 years out for him going off to college. So that gives it a lot of time to really start growing. Time value money is a wonderful thing. People need to learn more about it. That's how you make a lot of money, is you investing and letting it just grow. You don't touch it, just let it go. Pick a good, safe fund that fits your risk profile. You know, everybody has a different one, so you have to do what you're comfortable with. The other option that we're doing is setting up our own funds for future purchases. Like, you know, he's gonna need a new car or a car. When he turns 16, 17, somewhere around there, he's gonna need a vehicle. We're also considering starting a fund for a wedding rehearsal dinner. I understand, you know, he's a guy, he's not having the full responsibility of a wedding. So for us, it's a minimal amount that we're putting aside. We're only doing like $25 a month. Ideally, you know, if the numbers work right, the returns go well, by the time, you know, he gets around to getting married, you know, say at the earliest, which I don't recommend and I don't want, would be 20. I mean, you'd have...
He's not allowed to get married until he's like 50.
Yeah, but by like 20, you'd have $18,000, $20,000 set aside, you know, for rehearsal. Now that's a swank rehearsal party. You know, most people are like, man, dude, that's more than my entire wedding, which I totally get. But you know, you got.
The parent, like the guy's parents.
That's really the only thing the guys are responsible. Guys' parents are traditionally responsible for is rehearsal dinner. So, you know, we want to be able to provide a nice one, particularly if his wife is putting up a really swank wedding. You don't want it to look like you're, you know, cheaping out on it. So everybody's got to do what's within their budget. But I just know for me, when you start thinking about these big expensive cars, are expensive. I mean, they're not getting any cheaper. They're going to be even more expensive in 20 years from now. Trying to think about, hey, we need to buy him a car. That's a giant slug of money that you got to pull out at once. This way you can do it little by little. It will grow and accumulate over time. That way, you know, you got this dedicated fund, you're not touching it. And when it comes time to get it, you've got a good down payment on a car, or you have enough that you can pay cash outright for a new car or a used car, you know, whatever the situation may be at that point. You know, same with the college fund. Yes, you know, you're putting money aside every month, and you know, you look at the grand total, you're like, oh man, that's, you know, a couple $100 that I could be using for something else. But by the time you get to college, colleges are too. They're really expensive now. You know, you go out of state, most colleges are $30,000, $35,000 a year. Public schools, you know, in state, with tuition, Georgia has Hope, which provides
hope
a lot. Man, it says provides hope. It covers a lot of the in-state tuition. You know, Florida's got the same thing with the Bright Future Scholarship, and so you know, it's a little cheaper in state, but whereas it may be $10,000, $15,000 a year now, you know, 18 years from now, what's that going to be in state? 20, 25? You don't really know, and you're trying to go, okay, I'm looking at 4-year college, minimum $100K for tuition, room and board, you know, miscellaneous expenses for food, you know, activities that they may want to go on. $100K, $25,000 a year is a ton of money to be able to be like, hey, where's this coming up with? So you start your fund, it grows. Like I said, in a 529 plan, it will grow tax-free as long as it's used for educational expenses, which I've read also includes the room and board. Double check that, but that is what I've read as well. You know, this way you're planning aside so that it can grow, and you're like, hey, I've got this nest egg already set aside for when he gets to college. Obviously, consult your own financial advisor, all the usual disclaimers, pick which risk you like. But that's just something to keep in mind. Start thinking about what you can contribute. You know, contribute what you can. pick and choose which items you like. And you know, another option, if you've got the flexibility, start a small retirement for him. I mean, you know, everybody's already like, man, I don't have money for my kid's retirement, let him do it on his own. I agree. I was running a scenario where $25 a month till he's 18. You get a 10% return, that's $15,000 by the time he's 18. You're like, man, that's not enough. You're not getting anything off at 15K. Yeah, but by the time he's 65, if it keeps growing, keep getting that about 10% return on it, that's $1.5 million. That's a lot of money, and that's just the tiny little portion that we did. And I understand, you know, as time value money works, $1 in 65 years is not worth what it is today, but again, I'm not paying for his retirement. I'm giving him a small boost towards it, and he'll have his own responsibility to get it once he starts working. These are some things to consider. That's what we're doing, trying to set it up. We'll do the same thing if we have any future kids. Just trying to be financially responsible and not be having, I hate stressing about money, so I don't want to stress about, hey, where are we getting this money to pay for a car, pay for college? We've already got it set aside, so you go off to college and you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, does Dave Ramsey call us, or like, do we call him, or like, how does that work? Ironically, we actually are going to see Dave Ramsey and one of his like financial friends. Actually, don't know when that is, but we are going. It's gonna be amazing. That was really good advice, B. So in summary, do small things now for a big return in the
Small
future.
things now will help out. Yes, it's a sacrifice, and yes, you're like, oh, I could use this money to go pay for my own vacation. You could, and it'd be great now, but then you're gonna be like, shoot, he's going to college next year, where am I getting this money from? So that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'd rather plan ahead. I'm always that type of planner, budgeter, plan things out, set goals. So that's our goals. Hopefully it works for you guys.
Yeah, we both plan ahead. You plan ahead for finances, and I plan ahead for the dresses I'm gonna wear, and not just marriage. I told Brandon, there's this guy he watches, he's called Smoking Dad, and I said, maybe Brandon will be finance dad, cash dad.
To be clear, that's Smoking Dad Barbecue, about barbecuing ribs and briskets and things like that, and how to grill.
Correct. So in more fully Amanda content that I actually know how to talk about, I got this beautiful artwork done, and what's really special about it, I got it done like probably a year ago at this point, but you know what? Now I'm finally getting things done. Every flower is I think it goes this way. Every flower is representative of a member of our family. And I got this awesome frame at Home Goods. And so now that I finally have time on a weekend, we are going to frame it, we're gonna hang it up, and then we're gonna put it in our family room. I'm gonna lie to you guys and see when Brandon stops me and says something. So Brandon's favorite thing to do is to hang up things throughout the house. He's always asking me like, what projects can I work on? Because he is just such a rock star husband, like he always wants to hang things. On his weekends, he usually says like, where's
Absolutely not.
That lasted about 2 seconds. I was like, I'm gonna lie to you guys and see when Brandon stops me. He walked in the door and stopped. I do have a funny story about Brandon though. So, do you know what I'm gonna tell?
This is the first time we hung out.
One of the very first times that Brandon and I hung out, I was asking someone to hang my mirror in my old apartment because I had just gotten broken into. That's a whole nother story. But Brandon's like, I'll do it in response. And he's so sweet. He shows up at the door to my apartment with flowers and this little toolkit looking like Bob the Builder. Like, it was so precious. And then he comes in and he starts trying to hang it. And there are so many things that Brandon is gifted at. I.e. finance that he just gave you advice on. Hanging things is not his first leading character quality. And so, mind you, we had like only met at church at this point, talked over text messages, and in the phone of course, and he puts like this massive hole in, he's coming to justify, no, he puts a massive hole in my wall.
Yes, because you know, when you're hanging in the drywall, they always stick those plastic mounts in first, and then you stick the screw in. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll do as they say you to do. So I go to start putting the plastic mount in. Problem is, I ran into a stud behind the wall. So then I'm like, crud, now what am I gonna do?
Mind you, he's like, we're not dating at this point. We've talked maybe a handful of times.
So then we had to back it out and move it, which left a hole in the wall. And Amanda probably didn't get her security deposit back for that. I don't have any extra plaster on me that time to patch the hole up, but.
And what happened when we moved moved to our apartment after getting married.
Yeah, inevitably, anytime we hang a TV, it ends up being hung twice. For some reason or another, the measurements are always off, or you know, you hit something you can't get through, or you know, you use a stud finder and you line it all up, and then 3 out of the 4 screws end up in the studs and the one's just off. It's always an adventure. I hate hanging stuff.
But this is gonna break the curse. It's gonna do it. Look how pretty.
Just a little bit.
Maybe take Brandon's finance advice. Not so sure on home improvement. Not expensive. Both of them were only $40.
That's not bad.
No.
Level.
Brandon, and he actually just won the PGA. That's what he thinks. Can you measure from side to side? Make sure it's perfectly center.
Well, it's how it's gonna go.
Hi, Monsieur. Hi, Lovey. How are you? Hi. Hi, Lovey. Wow, is that good nap? Mama's got some food. Oh, big stretch. Yes, big stretch. So during James's last week window, Brandon and I put up 2 towel holders in here. We have lived in this house for 4 years, but if you know me in my like non-online life, I work a lot, and so does Brandon, so trying to do things around the house is actually near impossible. But they are now up, and we are very excited. James actually just went down for his last nap of the day. We try to let him sleep for an hour and then make sure he has at least an hour and a half awake right before we put him down, because that's when we're gonna do bath time, our book time, snuggles, give him his last feeding. That last feed is kind of like a cluster, and then he'll go down, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, for even caring to get all the way to the end. I'd love to be able to keep all these memories of time with James and Brandon and just my life as well, which is why I wanted to do these and just bring you guys along. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next vlog.